What kind of artist are you, and in what mediums do you like to work?
I am a painter, and I mostly work in oil and cold wax, but I also, if I have canvas, I'll work in oil, but oil and cold wax is what really excites me.
What is oil and cold wax exactly?
Cold wax is it's made out of beeswax, and I mix it with a little medium and then with my paints, so I can build layer upon layer, and then when that layer is set up, then I can dig in it and get a layer underneath. And so there's a lot more possibilities with it rather than just oil, plain oil.
So why do you create this kind of work in particular?
Why do? Because it's in my inner being, and that's just what comes out of me when I work in abstract. It's just a feeling that I have, and so when I start painting, sometimes it's spontaneous and sometimes it's with purpose. But as I work, I go, oh, this is what I feel in this, and then I work with that and enhance that. And sometimes it's spiritual, and sometimes I end up finding all these little human figures in there, and that excites me.
So you're not, so that's really exciting for me as an artist, and kind of answers my next question. So you don't actually draw before you go into your work?
Rarely. Once in a while I will, if I want a certain form, like the one behind me. There was actually a person that I drew, and it was getting to be so representational and so realistic. I go, oh no, I need to attack this. This is not what I want. This is not the end result I want. I don't want representational. I don't want a portrait to look like a portrait. So that's when I start using my squeegee, and very seldom do I use brushes anymore.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you kind of just mash the paint around. You really just go with your feeling.
With my feeling, which it just isn't haphazardly. There is a thought in my behind.
Which is interesting, because when I look at your pieces, I do get an emotion from the painting, which I have tried abstracts before, and I think that there's something missing in my brain. I don't get how to do that, put an emotion in my painting. So when I see your pieces, that really does, it comes through in your pieces.
Well, thank you.
It's beautiful.
That's just what I want, because that's what I want my viewer to see, the emotion that's in me.
I see about 7 million brushes in here, and you don't use any. So
and rarely do I use them. It just doesn't work.
Okay.
I use palette knife, a lot of palette knife, a lot of squeegee and brayers.
Okay.
And whatever works.
How do you prefer to work?
My favorite, which is also who I am, is coming down into my studio, and I'll just sit and sort of meditate and think and just clear my head of everything, and then I can start to work. I'll turn classical music on mostly, and then I just begin then. But then I think my emotions are coming through in my work.
What is your artistic outlook on life?
Just to continue painting and enjoying art for what it is.
What do you dislike about the art world, specifically here in Northeast Wisconsin? Is there anything in particular?
Probably that people just aren't aware of what is available and out here, and the fantastic art we have, and the multiple great artists that are out there. So if we can somehow get that out to the public.
Is there a dream project that you'd like to?
Right now, if I could somehow have a local project that would help women in the arts, that would also help fund some local women that need help would be really exciting to me. And
That's-
maybe not just women, but everybody.
That's a great idea, though.
Yes,
Maybe you could spearhead that. Get that
maybe.
rolling.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, I know we talked about travel earlier, and you said you don't go places you don't want to be. Do you have a favorite or most inspirational place?
My favorite place is in Italy, and I would go back there in a heartbeat because I don't know, it just inspired me for whatever reason, but I was in so many art galleries and saw so much art that are from the year 2 that it just inspired. I couldn't wait to get home to get on my canvas.
And
I did
paint.
have my sketchbook, but I would love to go back.
Oh, I haven't had the pleasure yet,
Yeah.
but I would like to.
And seeing the old ruins, because a lot of my
Oh.
work has old ruins and old decrepit block walls and all those things.
So you did find that inspirational.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't even imagine. I
Yes.
can't even imagine.
Yes.
And what do you think is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Be yourself and don't listen to other people.
Didn't you just give me that advice a
think
minute
I
ago?
did. I think I did. Don't listen to what people think you should be doing. I think you should be doing this. I think my mother wanted me to be a hairdresser. I sure am glad I didn't follow what she wanted me to be. I wanted to be who I wanted to be, and I am right now who I am and where I want to be.
That is great. Most of us don't do that.
Well, it took me a long time.
Well, that's awesome.
This episode of Up Close with Northeast Wisconsin Artists is brought to you by Foxley's Art and Framing. Founded in 1984, Foxley's has proudly supported the arts in Northeast Wisconsin for 35 years. Foxley's Art and Framing. Beautiful art and framing at an attractive price. 623 West College Avenue, downtown Appleton.
Pat, do you have any upcoming shows or events that you'd like to share?
I do. The carnival is coming at the Artless Bastard, and that opening is Friday. And I am in there. I have a clown piece in there.
The Artless Bastard.
And that's in De Pere.
Interesting.
It's a very interesting gallery, and it's a fun place to be. And yes, everybody.
Is that right downtown?
It's right downtown on Main Street, so everyone should go.
Okay.
And they have certain events every once in a while.
The Artless Bastard. We'll put that in a link right below here so everybody can see it.
That would be great.
Awesome.
And where else am I? I'm at Woodwalk Gallery in Egg Harbor.
Okay.
And so that opens again in April, so I'll bring several pieces there for the summer. And then I am also late in August, I think it is, there's a music festival going on there, and then I am one of the artists, or I think I am the artist that will paint or something for pertaining to that music, whatever is going to be played. I haven't heard the particulars yet. What else is coming up? That's what I said, I need a secretary.
And that's okay.
The Wisconsin Visual Artists, I belong to that organization.
Okay. I'm not familiar.
Well, you need to join.
Okay.
I am in a show there in Milwaukee. I have 2 pieces in Milwaukee, and that's coming up. And also the Artless Bastard is hosting the regional, and so my artwork is, yes it is, I think it is in there also, so those 3 places.
Nice. Is there anywhere locally we can see you?
I have work at Mud and Print, and I have work at the Foxley's Gallery, and the Hang Up in Neenah, and the Atlas Coffee in Appleton.
Okay, and we'll put those links down below also. People can see them. Is there anything else you'd like to finish with?
It has been a pleasure, and hopefully you can get home now and paint, so I can also go.
We can both paint. We could just stay here and paint right now.
There we can. Yes, we can. I'll show you cold wax and oil.
We might need a couple days. Well, thank you, Pat.
And thank you for having me.
It's been fun.
It's been-